You probably know the feeling. Sweaty, fast breathing, quick heart rate. That's a cortisol spike. It feels awful, and its imbalance is the cause of your anxiety. Rebalance Health's 3-part anxiety system helps address it at the root. Rebalance Health lozenges are natural and designed for optimal absorption, providing 24-hour relief. Live life fully without feeling like you're fighting for it. Get 50% off your first month with code CALM23 at rebalancehealth.com.
And we're live. Welcome to Strikeout Beer, the Monday night. It's the wheels are getting shot off. We got the bourbon. We got the whiskey out. I'm Rapid Dave. Next to me is Alan. What's up, Alan?
It's a Bad Decision Monday. This is where me and Rapid Dave typically just get trashed off our craft beer, but tonight we decided, you know what? Let's get rid of this kiddie stuff. We're just going to get sloshed here real quick off some whiskey, and yeah, I guess so.
Just stupid decisions. Like, I don't know what's wrong with us sometimes. All right, before we get going, now you have a local whiskey and I've got a Kentucky bourbon. So tell us what you got, and we know who or where it came from, the idea of this thing. But go ahead.
This is the one from him still.
Oh, okay.
We didn't finish it. Yeah, this is from whiskey. Witherspoon whiskey, single barrel, straight bourbon whiskey, 50% alcohol by volume.
Ooh.
So I got that going for me.
Okay. And that's out of Louisville. Dang Do Marty's in the house. Lizzie was first. What's up, Lizzie? How are you doing? Marty, what's shaking? How are we doing? Yeah, someone needs to tag. What?
I said I don't have a fancy ice cube or a fancy whiskey glass. I just got my glass from Old Town Brewery from the 5K finisher glass that I'm rocking tonight. So
it's kind of soft, but I guess we'll allow it. I'm trying to tag TJ as we sit here and talk, but I don't know if it's going through or not. How is it? Is it a little bit spicy?
I haven't even taken a sip yet. I just took a whiff, and I'm like,
it's not great. I had that, and I didn't like it at all.
This has been sitting in my freezer for a few years.
It doesn't get bad. All right, so
just saying. Let's
see. Artfully aged. I have a Basil Hayden's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. When Basil Hayden Sr. began distilling his smooth bourbon here in 1796, Kentucky was but 4 years old, and George Washington was president. Today, we make Basil Hayden's Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey until using the same skill and care that made it a favorite among American frontier settlers. Distilled and bottled, Kentucky Springs Distilling Company, Claremont, Frankfort, Kentucky. And I had to bring out the Frankfort Country Club glass that I got. So, okay. And I do have the big sphere. I went and got it out of the container. You know, I meant to make a video about it, that the actual device that, this thing has. Listen, there's some really expensive ones out there that cost hundreds of dollars, if not even more than that. But this thing is like $40 off Amazon. I think I got it for like $30. And
nice.
And it produces perfectly nice, beautiful looking spheres. And then let's go.
Freeze booze is good. Yes.
All right, let's see.
But yeah, this was it's been sitting in the freezer for a while.
Yeah.
So
now I don't drink. This is I think this is an issue for a lot of people. I don't drink whiskey or bourbon straight up. I don't do that. Even though now this is what it looks like. It looks delicious. The big old sphere in there. This is gonna fix whatever's problem. I've been sick for like 3 days, but I top her off.
Sick for like a month and a half now. This 3-day crap. I've
been sick since the Super Bowl, right? Well, I got sick again when I came home from Kentucky. and I think I was out back and I was doing like yard stuff or whatever, and everything's in bloom, right? Even out there in Kentucky. So like allergies and stuff like that. So when we landed and I got back home, I've been sick. Like I've been like down on the couch, like just out cold. Like all weekend it sucked. It was terrible. So cheers to you. I'm going to lock in. I'm going to lock in with you, and I'm going to, give you a little cheers there. But yeah, my eyes always bug out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. I'm telling you, this is going to fix whatever's wrong with me for right now. Like that's not a long-term fix, but it's going to fix what's wrong with me right now.
You'll be all right tonight. We're just going to have new problems tomorrow. That's for future Rapid Dave.
Yeah. So kind of a big show tonight, to be honest with you. We actually are going to talk a little bit about everything. We're going to talk MLB, NHL, NBA, just all kinds of weird, goofy stuff. I've got some clips from Twitter and some other weird crap that's been going on. And so really it's dealer's choice. I mean, we could talk about how the Stars are in the playoffs. I mean, they're on right now.
Playing the Minnesota Wild. Minnesota.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
Stars used to be in Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
The North Stars.
They will be well tomorrow. I hope so. I'm hoping so. And but yeah, so I got both hockey games going on. I had, I've been watching some basketball as well, and baseball. Like, we're baseball guys now, right? Like, we watch
baseball guy. Yeah, there's nothing else is going on in the world because baseball's on. So sorry, I'm a baseball guy now.
B from O in the house. What up? How we doing? Cheers.
What's up, B from O?
And so that leads us, like, with talking about baseball, it leads us to a couple things, right? So you do a baseball show that you talk about. What do you talk about? Like, specific things, or like you told me Trevor Bauer's coming up.
Yeah, it's talking baseball with Alan. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk baseball. Whatever is going on. So episode 1 was last week, and I had 2 topics. I talked about the Rays. At the time, they were 13-0. Just what they've been doing so far this year, what they had coming up. I said that they had a matchup in Toronto coming up, and I said that was going to be a tough one. They lost 2 or 3 there. And then I also talked about the pitch clock, how I like the pitch clock. I'm a big fan of it. How I love how it's speeding the game up and things like that. So it's going to be topics. I'm at least going to do it weekly, but there's going to be some weeks where I do it more than once a week. It's going to be whenever something in baseball grabs my attention. Okay. Recorded an episode last night that I'm going to be dropping tomorrow, episode number 2. And I know I just said how I love the pitch clock, and I love what it's doing for baseball, but the topic for the one for tomorrow is the pitch clock ruining baseball?
All over the road already. All over the road already.
Well, it's it's not so much the pitch clock as it is the umpires and what they're doing. And what umpire specifically did.
Is it Angel Hernandez?
I don't remember who it was. Jack McGee, I think, or something like that.
McGee.
So that will drop tomorrow morning. It's on the Strikeout Beer channel. These baseball podcasts that we're doing. You're doing your Ranger Roundup. You're 3 weeks in on that. That's going great. Even though you jinxed them week 1. When they were undefeated, and then they lost a lot of games after that. But, they're bouncing back.
Yeah, no, I have a lot of fun. And this week wasn't sure if I was going to get to it because I was planted my ass on the couch watching Succession. And so I was like, I don't know if I'm going to get up because I got a late start. And then I was like, oh, God. Then Barry was on. I watched like an episode. And by the time like the second episode was on, I was like, I think I got to get up. I think I got to go do this. And I already had 5 Miller Lights at late lunch. And then when I got home, I just started drinking because the kids were over at the house and the dog was there. So I'm playing with the dog. Dog's like all over me and shit. I'm like, all right, but I just kind of kept going. Then the shows came on. I'm like, I got to watch my show. But then I was like, I know exactly what I'm going to talk about. I knew exactly what I was going to do when I headed in here, and I got my 4 or 5 screens pulled up. A lot of fun. I'm looking forward to keeping it going. I hope the Rangers are just doing great. I really want them to win. I want them to do good. They spent a buttload of money this year. They got a good team. The Dome has brought some talent here, which even though I don't like the Dome, but my initials are MLB. Well, nice, Marty.
There we go.
Marty, is your middle name Lloyd? Let's try to guess Marty's middle name before we move on.
Larry.
Larry? Oh, damn it. I don't know what Larry. It's Lloyd or Larry. It's got to be, right?
If it's not, change it. or at least lie to us.
Leonard. Martin Leonard. Martin Leonard something. I don't know. But anyways. So having a lot of fun with it. And obviously with baseball, it's, we're Strikeout Beer. This podcast was created on a tailgate of a truck while we're at, softball and whatnot. So it's cold beer is what we used to yell out when someone struck out. So we're getting back to actually talking about baseball, but it went directly into fantasy football immediately because that's one thing.
I was going to say, when did we talk baseball? I'm so confused.
We were so excited, and we all Len. That would have been my third or fourth guest.
Okay.
But yeah, we went into fantasy football. We were sitting there talking about fantasy football like all night long. I'm like, why don't we just record these stupid sessions? And this is how we got here. But yeah, it's great to be talking baseball. Alan and I are definitely in on it right now. I'm trying to, I see your face. And I see you kind of reloading and whatever. Listen, Whiskey's in the house. What's up, dude? I'm telling you, it's like you're trying to drink this stuff like beer, and I do as well. Like I'm sitting there sipping. I had to tell myself to stop drinking. Yeah, there we go. We got whiskey out tonight, baby, just for you. Just for you.
Lynn, sorry. It's okay. It's okay, Marty. You don't have to apologize.
Yeah.
It's not your fault. It's your parents' fault.
Yeah, baseball. And so, yeah, it's a great – I have fun doing it. Mine airs like Monday mornings at like 7. I record it at like Sunday night whenever I get around to it, sometimes a little bit later than others. But, I hope to keep it going. Baseball is it's a very long season. I hope to do this through the summer and in October. Obviously, there'll be weeks where I don't do it or can't do it. I'll be on vacation, but, I'm going to have fun while I can.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's just kind of getting this avenue to get this information out there. Part of us wanting to watch more baseball means we're going to have to do some content on it, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm having fun with it. Like last night I was sitting there. I had no plans on recording anything last night, and I'm sitting there and I'm watching highlights, and I go, that's it. Fire it up. I was like, I got to talk. I got to talk baseball. We're talking baseball.
Now, how long does yours run? Like average? Do you have a set time limit?
I think they've both been about 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. I try not to go over 15 minutes on mine just because I don't know why, but I just want to keep it at 15 because we do so many shows that are 30 minutes long, an hour long, hour and a half long, in which we're going to be doing some changes. There will be changes coming this summer. Like we're going to dial back, I think, the main show and then maybe not even do a late night show and just kind of enjoy ourselves because we're putting out content 4 days a week. Maybe we'll just head to the pool. Maybe we'll fire up the phone and just go live on Twitch or something. I don't know, but it won't be a recording that you find on, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, right, iHeartRadio, wherever you enjoy and stream your podcast. But anyway, I digress.
It's just what talking baseball with Alan is. It's something you can fire up while you're taking a dump.
Oh God, that is a hell of a way to. Minnesota scored with 47 seconds left in the first period.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, they're at home too. I would have liked to go into the game tonight. I didn't really think much about it, but it is what it is. So, along with that announcements, like, do you want to talk baseball? Wait. There was something I wanted to talk about.
What do you want to talk about?
This guy. I'm talking about how soft and how just entitled these pricks are these days, right? So, did it not save? Where the hell is it? Hold on. I got to find it because I uploaded. And we all are going to talk about the City Connect jerseys as well. So this asshat, Anthony Bass, whatever you want to call him, the flight attendant at United just made my 22-week pregnant wife traveling with 5-year-old and a 2-year-old get on her hands and knees to pick up popcorn mess that my youngest daughter. Are you kidding me? Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark, exclamation mark. Now, I'd like to show you the picture. Hopefully it shows. So look at all this shit that the kid dropped.
Okay.
And everybody's like, I don't think he's getting the reaction I thought. I think he was like trying to herald the people to come together, and then it turned out like actually people just don't like kids. And when the kids, little humans, make a mess, guess who has to pick up after their kid? The parent. So you're saying your wife had to be a fucking parent? What are you flying your wife around 22 weeks pregnant? If it's what is 22 weeks? What is that? How many months is that? 6 months?
87.
No, it ain't 87 months.
No.
5.5 months? You know what I mean? Like I don't get. She's not 9 months pregnant. She's on a fucking plane. She's deciding to fly, so she's not that immobile. And then your little baby junior sons of bitches are like dropping shit all over the plane. And he's like, well, who? And he was firing back at comments because they were like, well, who do you think was going to pick it up? He goes, the cleaning crew. The cleaning crew comes and picks up garbage that is left behind, not shit that's on the floor. You know how tight the window is for these flights these days? Every time you get on a flight, they go, hey, just throw your trash away because we are turning right back around and we're burning back to Charlotte or we're going right back to New York. You know what I mean? They don't have time to be picking up like all these goddamn crushed popcorn kernels and smush little gummy bears that are wedged between the seats. Pick up after your children or don't have fucking kids. How hard is that? Why do you think? Bring a damn nanny. You can afford a nanny. Fly a damn nanny. And obviously she knew something was up because she went ahead and snapped a picture. I go, that's not going to help your fucking case.
But here's my thing.
Here's the thing. Let me throw this out there. You don't pick up after your kids either? That's cool. That's a good story.
No. My kids, what? They made you? What'd they do? Hold a gun to your head? Like, what?
You could have just fucking got up and walked off.
Right. Just say, yeah, I'm good. Like, what are they going to do? They're going to ban you from flying? Because they're on the no-fly list? Are they? What are they going to do? You know what they're going to do? Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Well, maybe they'll sling your ass around and knock your fucking 2 front teeth out like they did that doctor that didn't get out of his seat. Remember his ass getting drugged up? That was like the greatest day of watching video. Like, of just.
You know what? Just don't do it. Like, what are they going to do?
Just don't do it. Pick up after your kids. That's what you do.
Ma'am, I need you to pick up that popcorn. Nah, I'm good.
Can you imagine if it went to that thing? No, I'm good. It sounds like your wife's a chump then, I guess, right? Because if, you know.
I'm just saying, like, how they make you. Like, grab your arm and twist it behind your back and, like, force you down there?
I would have been more impressed with that. Like, they pull, like, a little leverage on your ass, and all of a sudden she's down there eating the fucking popcorn off the ground. One, I don't care that your wife's pregnant. Two, she's already been pregnant twice before, obviously, with these goddamn kids on the plane. Just pick up after your kids, or don't bring shit that you know that they're going to get everywhere. I understand I don't even know how long the flight was. If the flight's under an hour, just chill out. Here, check out an iPad.
What's a flight attendant gave them the popcorn?
When was the last time you got?
When
was the last time you got popcorn from a flight attendant on any plane?
I you know what? I've never flown United. I don't know what they provide you. Maybe they have maybe they have an extended menu that has other snacks that you have to pay for.
They probably do, but if you're paying for it, that's not on them. You're saying, "Hey, I want this." That's like me ordering a box of a tube of Pringles and just smashing the shit out of the Pringles and just letting them go. Oh, it's the stewardess fault. She shouldn't have gave it to me. She must have known I was like, an idiot. She had to have known.
But
that's what I'm saying. She must have known. You know what? I'm going to wear a shirt next time I travel that says, "I'm an idiot. Don't hand me anything."
Okay.
Or don't give me alcohol. I'm going to try it. And I swear to God, I'm going to strap a GoPro to my head. just be walking around live. Well, yeah, no, this is something he's trying to like, they made, blah, blah. And everybody's like, no, dude, have someone, if your wife can't pick up after your kids, their own children, then hire someone that can. It's like, he's probably the same effing jerk that goes to a goddamn Chili's and lets his kids just smash all the chips on the table, got, shit everywhere, like they're jammed in the seat cushions and everything else. And then they get up and leave like it's nothing and probably tip like 10% because the service is bad or some shit.
Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But like,
I hate the stereotype.
Again, if you're at a restaurant and you got your kid and they, some of the stuff gets off and it goes on the floor, do you pick it up? No, you don't pick it up.
You tell your little baby junior son of a bitch to just chill out and stop doing that. But yeah, no, they'll pick up that stuff on there. But on an airplane's different.
Want a holiday gift your employees or clients will actually love? Send them gourmet peanuts from Hubbard Peanut Company. Hub's Peanuts is a family-owned company that's been making high-quality, delicious peanuts and sending them to every corner of the globe since 1954. Order some of Hub's plain, salted, or chocolate-covered peanuts in a special gift tin for the perfect gift for your friends, employees, clients, or even yourself. Visit hubspeanuts.com. That's HUBS Peanuts.com.
This holiday, instead of giving them something nice, why not gift them somewhere nice? During the IHG Hotels and Resorts Cyber Sale, you can do just that and save. Shopping is easy in the IHG One Rewards app, where you'll save 20% on travel across 6,000 plus global destinations. And if you want to gift yourself somewhere nice, go ahead. You'll earn more and save more during the cyber sale. Check out all the deals at ihg.com/cybersale. Terms apply.
They turn around real quick. They got to go. I
mean, they got time. They got time to clean it up.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
How did they make you? That's what I want to know.
You want to know how they made you?
Have a conversation with her, but like, how did they make you do it?
Let me tell you something, Alan. Let me ask you a question. If you're sitting there waiting to board your plane, you're like, I'm ready to just get home. I want to get back to Dallas. I got to go. I want to get home. And they're like, oh, well, hold on, everybody. We're about to board, but we just found a bunch of popcorn shit on the ground. We have to clean it up. It's probably going to take another 5 minutes. No big deal, but it's there. You'd probably throw a fit. You'd probably talk to the manager and ask for compensation.
That's a lie.
You talk to managers more than anybody else.
Oh my gosh, that is such a bull-faced lie.
It is not.
Okay. This is one of the biggest fabricated things that you've created. This warped reality where if I walk into anywhere and somebody farts, I'm yelling at the manager because someone farted while I was in there.
It's probably you gassy bastard. No one else is doing it.
I'm not going to complain about that, but you think I do.
You probably would. Your kid smokes one, and then you probably go in there like,
out of control. You're out of control with these
allegations
that you've made up.
All right, so a couple more baseball things. This is out of the Dodgers. Dodgers re-signed Andrew Toles. Toles. He hasn't played on the team since 2018 and was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and schizophrenia. Toles won't play for the Dodgers, but deal he signed last month will give him access to the team's health insurance and mental health services, which included the treatment for his condition. Which is, I mean, come on, let's.
I saw that today. I actually saved that picture to send to you, but I just get a chance to.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you sent me the other one. I saw that you fired the other one off, but you didn't fire this one off.
Huh.
So, but yeah, big cheers to the I like seeing when clubs take care of their people like that. It's not like something that he developed obviously on the field or anything like that. He wasn't injured or something like that playing the game, but it's something that was developed, and I'm glad that they're there to
it was
take care of
like
it.
with the Hamlin situation, right? With the Bills after that injury, they went ahead and they fully guaranteed his contract for the rest of that year, the rest of his contract.
Yeah.
They're like, look, you're scheduled to make $3 million over the next 2 years. You only had $100,000 guaranteed. We're going to pay you out the full $3 million.
Same thing.
You were on the field for us, and we're going to honor that. And thank you for what you did.
Same thing with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I can't. I'm drawing a blank on his name. Scherzer. Remember, he went down hard, and he was. They were like, "You're not going to walk again." And he finally started walking. After rehab, after rehab, after rehab. I think it's Shazier. Oh, man, I can't think of his name.
Ryan Shazier.
Damn it! But yeah, it's a club stepping up like that. It's a good feeling. It makes you feel nice and warm in the heart and things like that. So,
warms you up like this whiskey does, buddy.
I'm telling you, it's got me going.
Next, Snowman's in the house. What's up, Snowman?
What's up, Snowman? Next up are the what are the City Connect jerseys for the Dallas Stars. We got a list of everything that it represents.
That's
or whatever.
Not the Dallas Stars. That's not the Dallas Stars.
I said Dallas Stars. The Texas Rangers. Texas Rangers. You and I are early thoughts. We're like, yeah, they're not good looking.
This is awful.
I don't like it. Now they have a little bit of a breakdown here, but it's very vague. So I uploaded another picture. So here you go. You can find this. I found this on Twitter. It tells you what 421 represents. That's in the collar. That's the date, the Texas Independence Day. You have the Gothic TX logo. I don't know why they said Gothic, but yeah, I mean, it looks Gothic Old English maybe. I don't know. Inspired by the style of Dallas Eagles. The sleeve patch has, I thought it was a griffin, but I realized that it's a combination of a panther and an eagle. So it pays tribute to the Dallas Eagles and the Fort Worth Panther Cats. You have the big dream, are the words from Arlington Mayor Tom Vandergriff, who brought the MLB team to the area. So, it's a miss for me.
You got too much going on is what the hell you got going on. Right? Like, let's leave the 421 on there. You can't really see it.
Yeah.
Leave the little Panther Griffin over there on the shoulder. Get rid of the 20. That 23? Get rid. It's confusing. Is that the player's number? Is that this made up number of whatever they got going on? There's just too damn much going on.
Yeah. And it's 23, I assume, because it's the 2023. The player's number are based. Oh, the player's numbers are based on the typeface used on the 1920 Fort Worth Panthers championship medal. Way too much shit going on with this jersey.
The number goes on the back.
Yeah, put the number on the back or the sleeve.
That's
sleeve and the back.
Number, put it on the back. There's just too damn much going on.
Not great
with this.
Not great.
I don't like the placement of the Nike swoosh. That needs to be like down on the bottom. Maybe on the shoulder, on the arm, the sleeve, something like that. There's just too much going on. It's just a bad look.
It's It's real busy, and it's just weird looking. I don't like it. It's a thumbs down for me. I have no interest in buying this jersey or getting this jersey. Some people were super excited. They're like, "Oh, I love it. It looks great." I'm like, "Have you seen it?" I was like, I like the old ones or the last year.
Is that flight attendant making you buy it?
Just got a gun to my head, telling me I got to buy this stupid jersey. And I'm like, I don't want to. She goes, "You got it." And I'm like, I don't know, man. It's like,
I don't know, man. You could just say no. That's just it. Just be like, no.
Just shoot me.
What are you gonna do?
A couple quick hits on we're done with MLB. Let's move on to NBA. You down?
I wasn't impressed either. I like what it represents, but not my taste.
They cluttered it up. They went too far. They're just too much. Any MLB discussion before we move on?
No, I'm good right now. Fantasy baseball. We're in the throes of fantasy baseball. Starting up week 3. You're starting up week 2 for your team.
Learning a lot.
It's going good.
Yeah.
I still couldn't name a player off of probably most MLB teams, but more than when the season started. So we'll go with that.
Definitely getting some more name recognition out there. Like we're starting to pick up players and whatever. Now, how many moves have you made in fantasy baseball so far?
Well, so it's judged off of with the way it is you can do 6 moves per week. And I want to say I made 5 moves week 1. And I've made 4 moves week 2, and I might have made 1 or 2 already this week. I did discover that I don't have any closers on my team. So I have 0 saves so far for the season. And I realized this part of the way through last week. And I was like, okay, well, let me go pick up a closer. I'm looking, there's a guy or 2 there. And I'm just like, okay, well, I can get this guy. He's going to give me 1 or 2 a week, but it's not going to make that much of a difference. And I don't have a guy that I want to cut for him, right? The other guys are rated higher. They're giving me some more innings, more Ks, throwing in a win here or there, things like that. And I'm like, you know what? You got 10 categories. I'll concede the 1.
Yeah.
It's just, that's my strategy. I'm going to give up that 1 category. If you get a save, you're going to at least get 1 point from me every week because I got nobody right now.
Super short benches as well. And it's just I'm used to maybe having a little bit more in the wheelhouse there, whatever. And it's kind of
more options.
Yeah, just options. Oh, God. So Bertruzzi stole a stick from one of the Panthers players. He grabbed it, went to the bench with it, and the guy, shoves him into the bench. So he gets it and just snaps it right there when he gets on the bench. I'm like, God, I love playoff hockey. Hockey, I'm telling you right now, if you're not watching playoff hockey, you should be. You can find them on it. This year, the previous years have been on NBC, where you can watch on NBC Sports and things like that on the app. Now it's on ESPN. So if you have cable, it's ESPN, ESPN2. But then also, if you have the streaming app, the Plus, man.
ESPN Plus? Okay.
Comes in clutch.
So as you're talking about hockey, I saw the videos going around this last week in New York. The New York firefighters and the policemen, they have an annual game. Mm-hmm. And it goes hard.
Have you never seen it before?
This is the first time I've seen it. At one point they showed a couple. There's a few fights this last year. And at one of them, it took me back to the days, the glory days, I like to call them, of hockey. Back in the 90s when I was a young lad watching hockey, and maybe you had Bob Probert and Ty Domi on the ice. At a face-off, looking at each other, you knew what was going to happen. As soon as the puck was dropped for the face-off, they dropped gloves and they threw down. Mm-hmm. Well, you had this happen a couple times in this game. And they're not just having fun. They're throwing haymakers. They're connecting. They're hitting each other. They're trying to knock each other out.
You had some people oh, look at this. It's a charity event and they're fighting. It's hockey. They're there to have fun, but they're there to represent their team, the police and the NYPD, the NYFD, they're there for that. And it gets wild.
Hate each other.
No, they don't even hate each other, but Barstool's covered it and they actually broadcasted it, if I'm not mistaken. So you could have watched the whole damn game if you wanted to. So they're there broadcasting and whatnot. And they're like, it's out of control because they knew it was going to be wild. It's always wild. Anything you've ever heard.
It was 5-0.
Yeah.
All you had to look forward to was fights.
That's all and that's what they do. Like every year, it's just a wild ass event. I usually catch it on Twitter where I see highlights and things like that. I don't sit down and watch the game because it's it's a bunch of firefighters and a bunch of policemen out there. But they all can play. I mean, they're not like they're no slouches.
No. Yeah, these guys can. They're in New York, right? Yeah. So at some point in time in their life, they've played hockey, they've skated, they've done this. So yeah.
Yeah, and it's entertaining, but yeah, no, everybody's like, "Oh, look at them! They're out there brawling in the middle." I'm like, "It's hockey, dude. Like, who cares? What are you so upset about? What's disappointing you? The fact that they're so aggressive against each other? I don't know what to tell you."
Again, is that flight attendant making you watch it?
Yeah, it's gonna be the question of the night, maybe the question of the week. Is it?
It's the question of the year. Who's making you do it? You don't like it, don't watch it.
That's going to be, I swear to God, when we do our next event at anything, like we talk to people or if we have 5 questions to Alan, it's better be on there. Like, hey, your pregnant wife's on a flight with 2 other kids. They make an absolute destroy mess on the plane. They ask you to pick it up. Are you throwing a fit and like writing a Twitter blog?
What are you going to say?
Yeah. It's like,
yes or no?
Yeah, I just want to know, yeah. Are you going to do it, or are they making you do it? They got you all bent over and beating the hell out of you, just clubbing the shit out of you. Pick up those popcorn! Every flight I've been on, like, I'm knocking on wood, because it's been a while. It's been, hold on. There we go. Because, there's been wild shit on every flight that I've been a part of, and there's been just chill stuff. But I've been, with idiots, too. Like, this one chick got up and, ran, 3 or 4 rows up. And just got stopped because it was like, you can't go any further. I'm like, is this moron? I'm looking around, and then I've seen weird stuff, but I've seen people get yanked off of flights. Like they're like, everyone stay in your seat, do not move. And then all of a sudden FBI comes on the plane, and they're there to grab this one dude, and they were like,
the gig is up, I'm fucked.
And I'm like, I was looking around, I'm like, and they go, you get his bag, we need that laptop. We need his laptop. And I'm like, holy moly, what am I getting into? I'm like flying to Miami, just trying to have a weekend. You know what I mean? So anyways, back to baseball, or we're past baseball. We're into hockey. We're just having fun here. Now, there is a couple other topics we want to talk about tonight. We got NBA. We do have some other rando things. I did pick up a couple more little tidbits here. I think.
Okay. What do you got?
Well, hold on. Where do you want to go? Do you want to talk about how soft?
It's Steelers' choice.
Well, let's talk about NHL. We're going to stay with NHL because that's what we're talking about.
Whatever you want to talk about, because I didn't get a run sheet. We didn't even discuss, typically it's like, hey, what are we talking about? Nothing.
I just typed down, I put whiskey, bourbon, NFL, NHL, MLB, nut farms, and super softs. Nut farm is the bass guy. Super soft is later. So stay tuned for that. Now, all right. Should we talk NFL? Who got a massive contract today?
Lamar Jackson, right?
I don't think so. Think so.
What? Oh, God. Deshaun Watson.
He's already been paid. Guaranteed money from the Browns.
They didn't re-up him?
They should have just extended him. You know what? You want 45 more million? Because you probably deserve it.
Hey, that guy came back last year and he played like absolute ass. We need to lock him down. Let's get a 3-year extension on that contract. All right?
My God. All right. So what we're talking about is Jalen Hurts from the Eagles. Philadelphia Eagles agreed to terms on a 5-year, $255 million contract extension. I believe 173 of that is guaranteed.
I thought 179.
179?
I thought.
Boy. I mean,
either way, it's 170-something million guaranteed. $51 million a year.
What do you think about that? He just went to the Super Bowl, damn near won it, but Mahomes' Mahomes just took over, right?
I mean, what was the Watson contract?
235.
235. How many years?
But he's not the highest paid anymore. Let's see, Sean Handy Johnson, Watson contract. Oh, happy ending. I didn't put happy ending in there. Watson was set to count. Let's see, 55. Wait, why can't I just find? Oh, 5-year, $230 million.
Okay.
That includes a $44 million, almost $45 million signing bonus. Yeah, there you go.
But it was fully guaranteed, right?
Yep, fully guaranteed. 230, baby.
Yeah.
He's 28 years old.
230, 5 years. So Lamar got a little bit more.
Not Lamar.
Man.
Not Lamar.
I said. Oh, okay, Jalen.
Vaseline Mayo. I don't even know what's going on right now.
I don't understand. Like, yes, he had a good year.
Stud, you paying Dak that money? How much you want to pay Dak? It's coming up. It's going to happen.
Are you gonna? Do you have that picture? Was it Teddy Bruschi?
No, I didn't load that. I didn't load it. If you got it on your phone, go ahead and quote it. I think it's just a meme. I don't think it's real. Do you think it's real?
No, it was. Yeah.
You think it's 100% real?
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. I won't show it, but I'll read it. Okay.
Yeah, that was tweeted out by. It wasn't like NFL memes. Okay.
All right.
It was.
You ready? I'm trying to trade Dak for a washing machine. All right. This is a quote. Dak Prescott doesn't belong on that list. And in parentheses, QBs on the hot seat to reach the Super Bowl. In parentheses. Dak Prescott belongs on a list that says to look competent in the playoffs. That's the list that Dak Prescott belongs on. And that's Teddy Bruschi. Yep. Unbelievable. It says via something, but via ESPN Get Up. Yeah. So it was on Get Up.
So this was, again, this isn't from like The Onion or some crap like that, or NFL memes or anything like that. This isn't the same one that, what was it? The fake quote that was out there about Deshaun Watson talking about a player that got caught with Rapey McRaperson or something like that. And he was like, oh man, I can't believe you have a guy like this in the league. And you're like, oh, buddy.
oh, God. Come on, buddy. But yeah, I think it's a massive contract, and he was going to get paid. I don't know if it hurts or helps Lamar. Like, Lamar's still out. And let's be honest, on top of that, the trade hasn't happened between the Jets and Green Bay Packers for Aaron Rodgers. And I think they're trying to, Green Bay's trying to get more and more from him. Like, the Jets are like, nah, man, we're not like overspending on this
They're
clown.
set on like a first and a second rounder. I think it's like a first rounder this year and the second rounder next year. I think it's kind of what they're set on. And the Jets are like, no. And the Packers are like, cool. We'll just keep him then. We're not going to play him. We're going with Jordan Love. But we'll just...
Between aging and busy lifestyles, many women struggle with maintaining their physical and mental wellness. At Aquavita Concierge Healthcare Services for Women, we can help you revitalize your health and reclaim your life. We start from within by balancing your hormones, allowing your body to achieve and maintain desired weight goals. We also specialize in peptide therapies, regenerative medicine, sexual health, and aesthetics in our state-of-the-art facilities. Feel better, look better, live better at Aquavita. Visit aquavitality.com and begin your journey today.
Did you miss your deadline to renew your Medicaid coverage? You can still send your completed annual review form to Healthy Connections Medicaid. You may be assigned to another health plan, but you can ask to come back to First Choice within 60 days of renewed Medicaid eligibility. It's your family. It's your choice. First Choice is the right choice. Renew and choose us. Visit selecthealthofsc.com/renew to learn more.
Keep him.
And they got rid of Mike White already. You know what I mean?
And force him to. Well, they didn't get rid of him. Mike White signed somewhere else.
That's what I'm saying. They had only Mike White there. No one else is there.
They got Zach Wilson.
He's still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
He's still on his rookie contract.
I mean, I would double down and be like, you know what? No, we're not giving you hard. You know what? Screw it. You can just keep that train wreck, ayahuasca, peyote,
they can't.
hippie.
That's the thing. The Jets cannot. The Jets are going to pay, and they're going to pay big because they've already come out and said, no, this Rodgers trade is happening. We're bringing Rodgers back. They've doubled down on this.
Let me ask you a question.
They went out there and signed guys. They went and signed Alan Lazard.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question. All right.
What's Alan Lazard?
So
the flight attendant made him do it.
Here's a question for you. Say that they just keep button heads. They don't get eye to eye. They don't get there, right? Can you go out and get Lamar? Would you actually go get Lamar and bring him up to New Jersey? I'm sorry.
Yeah, why not?
And then who'd you rather want? You want Lamar? Or do you want? I'm talking to you. Listen, quit haying me. Quit haying me.
Listen to me.
I'm asking you a question.
I am on the record as saying Aaron Rodgers is a bad idea. I'm 100% on the record. I told Cole, big Jets fan, talk to him weekly about this.
Stars tied it up.
Every time I show up to the store on Wednesday, I walk in and I go, "Hey, buddy, Aaron Rodgers is still on the Packers." No, man, it's happening. Now it's like it's happening draft night. It's happening draft night, bro. It didn't happen in draft night. It's not going to happen. Like they're going to f around and find out, and you're going to be out. But I am on the record as saying Aaron Rodgers, he doesn't care about playing football. He doesn't. He showed it last year. Dude was awful last year, and he was blaming his receivers and everybody else. Nothing was his fault.
Yeah.
After the season's over, hey, man, no, look, man, if I'm in the right situation, I could still win an MVP. I could still be MVP of this league if I'm in the right situation.
Who cares about MVP?
Nobody.
Who gives a shit?
Aaron Rodgers cares about it.
Oh, my God.
That's who.
Well, here's my question.
He's talking about MVPs and not Super Bowls. He's talking about individual, his accomplishments, his legacy. You know what your legacy is? You won one early in your career. You should have won a ton more, but you didn't because you suck. You care about yourself. You don't care about your damn team. What? You're and now, dude, the cat's out of the bag. You're a head job. Like Deshaun Kaiser, former backup for him, came out and talked about, like, yeah, man, you'd be sitting there on the sideline 1 minute and you're talking X's and O's. And the next thing you know, he's talking to you about mole people that live under the earth. And he's like, and he's serious about these mole people. Like, he's not just saying it because it's funny. He's saying this crap because he believes it. And now he's going and doing, he's locking himself in dark rooms with cameras and doing documentaries and eating shrooms and drinking tea. And he's hosting Jeopardy. He doesn't care about playing football. He doesn't.
Mole people. You imagine that? You're sitting there just talking about football or anything else, and he's like, there's mole people, man. They live in the earth.
Dude, he did that during games on the sideline. Talking to Deshaun. He's sitting there talking to him. He's like, one minute he's like, yeah, man, the safety came over, was cheating over, spying, cover 2, blah, blah, blah. The guy's like, yeah, no, but this play here, they were doing man-to-man. He's like, you hear about these fucking mole people?
Doing bachelor shows. Oh, God.
And that's his brother, right? Wasn't it his brother that was on The Bachelor?
I don't know.
I think it was his brother was on The Bachelor. Like,
oh, God.
He was on Bachelorette, and then he lost, so he got to do his own.
Oh, God.
Show. Because that's what happens when you lose. You get your own show.
And just start plowing through chicks.
Right. Why would you want to win?
Yeah.
Like, winning you lose.
It sounds like you really lose.
You get to spend the next, 6 months with this chick who was banging every other guy in that house.
Yeah, I'm out.
Or you don't get that chick and you get your own show and you got 20 new chicks to bang. You tell me.
It's a really weird concept, and I think they were talking about. I was watching like Letterkenny, and they were like spelling it out. Old school wizard in the house. What up? I know. I told you. I go. They're playing against the Rays or the Jays. And I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, I don't know. Actually, in the NFL, no player cares about the team. They only care about payday. I don't know about that.
I mean, Tom Brady never took the highest paid. He was never the highest paid player in the league. Yeah. He always took smaller contracts so we could get talent around him, and he won 47 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
So
slinging it.
You tell me.
You tell me. So here's the question: if you're the Jets GM or player or whatever, anybody with Jets fan, you've been a Jets fan all your life. Jets, Jets. Do you want Aaron Rodgers or do you want Lamar Jackson? And are you willing to just dump a shitload of money for Lamar?
Here's the thing. I'm going to take Lamar, and I'm getting him cheaper than I'm getting Aaron Rodgers. And he's going to play a lot more, and he cares about playing. Right? Look at the offensive weapons that have been around Lamar. There's been nothing. There's Mark Andrews. They had Hollywood. And he was connecting with Hollywood, and they said, whoa. This is going too good with Hollywood. We're going to go ahead and trade him. We're done with him. He's doing too good. You guys are starting to connect. You guys are starting to become, really good. This could be a good connection. Let's break this up. I don't need you getting chummy with this guy, okay?
Just shot it out.
you put him on that Jets team. Say what you will about the Jets are still going to screw it up because it's the Jets, right? They find a way. But the weapons that he has there are better than any of the weapons he's had any year in Baltimore.
Yeah, and every year there's always they have like the injury flu, the injury flu that goes through the running backs. They never have their starting. They never have their starting running back. It does kind of matter. I mean, some of those guys can really play, and when you can spread the field out like that, and now it's a triple threat. Is he going to throw it to Andrews or is he going to hand it off or going to run it himself? So he's pretty good. He's pretty damn good. Steven, how you doing? Are you looking for any more podcasters? For what?
I mean, it's just to
join the show? Oh, no. It's just a duo. It's always been a duo, man. I appreciate it, though. Yeah. We have guests on from...
It's just too much work, Menage is just way too much work.
We do have guests on from time to time to talk, whatever. So if that's something you're into or you want to promote your podcast, something like that, then let us know. Send us a message or email us at strikeoutbeer@gmail.com.
Yeah. All right. Was Lamar staying in Baltimore? I think it's going to end up happening because you saw it out there right after they overpaid for Odell Beckham, right? Yeah. $15 million, 18 with incentives. But then you hear Lamar told the Ravens, you want me to stay? You need to sign Odell and you need to trade for DeAndre Hopkins, which you're hearing things out there that they've been talking to Arizona about trading for him. Mm-hmm. So, but then you've also got out there that he might be getting cut. Like they're not getting what they want. They've kind of moved on. They're kind of done with him. So they just might end up cutting him. So if he gets cut, I mean, it's anyone's, he's fair game. But if you're Baltimore, you don't want to take that risk. I don't think you want to take that risk if you're Baltimore. I think you're gonna tell them, hey, look, we'll give you a third rounder for DeAndre Hopkins. Absolutely, that dude's still a ball player.
Yeah, I just go get him. I mean, he's still. Listen, what's your best option as a Baltimore Raven? You're the owner of Baltimore Ravens.
They re-signed Rex Hundley.
Yeah,
he was a Pro Bowl quarterback last year.
You got to
let that sit in because the other 10 guys said I'm out.
Listen,
you had him and you had Derek Carr. Derek Carr was a Pro Bowl quarterback last year, and he wasn't even on his team the last 4 weeks of the season. They said, we're benching you. He said, cool, I'm going to go. I got this flight attendant just making me leave the team. I can't stay because she's forcing me to leave. So sorry, guys.
What is the number one thing that all these teams, like most of these teams need? It's a quarterback. Like, why would you let your biggest asset that you've had for years? I mean, yeah, he's gotten hurt the last couple of years, and it happens when he's got no weapons and he has to run it every effing play. But that's the thing. Right. Like, you don't let Lamar Jackson just walk away from Baltimore's just going to go back into shambles. Yeah, Huntley sucks. He's not good. It's like,
alert. They don't make the playoffs with him last year. After Lamar he jump started. You had a head start. Mm-hmm. You were doing great. You're in the playoffs. You had to lock the load. And Rex Hundley comes in and says, "Nah, bro. Here's the thing. I want to win more games for you guys, but I got this flight attendant over here telling me to lose games."
Oh Jesus, you and this flight attendant thing. God, dog. So yeah, I think it's with Aaron Rodgers. I don't care really where he goes. I think if he goes to the Jets, I think it's going to be a disaster. But like,
it's gonna be, dude,
you have to hold on to Lamar. You have to hold on to Lamar. You gotta. If you're the Ravens, listen.
You traded up in the first round. You were done. I don't even know if they had a first round pick, but it was the last pick of the first round. They traded up to draft him. Mm-hmm. You traded up to draft him. He's a hell of a ball player. He's a league MVP. Has he been hurt the last couple of years? Yes. Could he have come back last year? Absolutely. There's not a doubt in my mind that he could have came back and played last year, but he wasn't because why? Why?
He wasn't paid.
You started the season off with trading one of my number 2 offensive weapon. Number 1 is Mark Andrews. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Number 2 was Hollywood. And you traded him for a sack of Pringles. It wasn't even a canister of Pringles. They dumped them in a sack and gave it to you.
Oh, God. I was wondering what you were talking about. I was like, oh, my God. Join the Mile High Club, dude. No, they tried to get me to do that. And they're like, on Spirit, they're like, hey, you and your wife want to go in there? I go, no, we can't fit in there. It's like I could barely get me in there.
Don't know if you've ever seen the bathrooms here, but they're not that big.
They I was pretty shocked when they were trying to get me to do it. I was like, I was like, babe, what do you think? And I was like, I don't think we can fit, to be honest. And I'm tired. I was like, can I get a beer? And I'm going to bed. One of those overnight flights from Vegas.
I mean, if you want to do like a Hanes or something like that, I'll be down. But like, if I actually got to do anything, like, I think I'm out. Like,
I think I'm out. So there you go. There's some NFL talk for you. I guess we can wrap this show up with NBA. Have you watched any NBA finals going on?
Well, we're not to the finals yet. So,
any NBA playoffs? NBA
no.
Well, the Mavs tanked. So as you know, the league handed out a fine of $750,000 to Mark Cuban for tanking. What do you think about that?
The NBA has rules about there's a whole rule about load management, resting players, and things like that, right? The Mavs still in the playoff hunt.
Well,
still could have made the playoff. No,
the play-in.
Whatever. You're still in it.
Yeah.
And you say, okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We got 2 games left. We're going to bench Kyrie. We're going to bench Christian Wood. We're going to bench Tim Hardaway. We're going to bench 3 other guys. I don't remember who they are, but your next top 3 guys, right? You're benching your top 8 players. But we're going to play Luka tonight. We're playing Luka tonight because it's
Slovenia night.
Yeah, it's Slovenia night. So we're going to put, but we're only going to play him for the first quarter. That's it. He's going to come in. He's going to play the first quarter. It's Slovenia night. We have all these people that have traveled to from Slovenia to here to watch Luka play. So we'll give him a quarter, and that's it. Cool. And then, so they interview. Hey, kid, what's going on? Well, man, they're just, this is what's going on. The decision was made. Well, do you agree with it? Well, no, I don't agree with it. But, I got to do what I got to do because my bosses told me to do this. So if you're asking me if I agree, well, yeah, because they're my bosses and they told me to do it. So I agree with my bosses. Hey, Luka, what do you think about? Well, no, I don't agree with this. I could play. I could play both games. I'm good. But I was told I wasn't playing.
They should just put him in anyways. They're going to lose with him in the game.
I'm not going to play. So,
thanks, B. Have a good night.
So what you're doing, yeah, B.
Cheers to you,
cheers. You're actively tanking, which you can't. You can do, but you can't do. Like, there's ways to do it, right? Like, hey, we're going to be bad. We want to be bad, so I'm going to trade away our top 3 players. Okay, I'm going to trade them away for draft picks, and I'm going to sign these guys out of the G League for this year, and we're gonna roll out there with 10 guys from rec league basketball this year, and this washed up player, because this washed up player will sell some tickets, right? I've got 10 guys from a beer league basketball rec league, and Blake Griffin. That's what I got. Okay. But you're playing them every night. You're playing your best players you have. It's just your best players suck. But when you have 2 of the top 5 players in the NBA, arguably, right? Luka and Kyrie, they're top 5, top 10, two of the best players in the league.
Maybe top 10, maybe top 15.
These are players that, if you're redrafting, they're going in the top 10, and you would build your team around one of these 2 players. You would. 100%. There's a lot. There's the list of players you're going to draft ahead of them is short. Just all there is to, especially Luka, right? You're redrafting a team. Luka's top 3 in the league, age, talent, all that, and you just say, you know what? We're not going to play these guys. They're healthy. No, don't get me wrong. They're healthy. They could play.
Go out there and tune up one of his legs.
We're doing load management the last 2 games of the season. Yeah, no, we're not going to be in the playoffs, but we're looking for load management into next year. You deserve to get fined. Okay,
I don't know about that.
If you don't want to get fined,
other teams have done the same thing.
Talk to your coach and talk to your star player and say, look, Here's the message. Here's what you need to say. But they didn't toe the company line.
You know, they could have just put him in and said, hey, just get out there and just jack some shots, man. We're gonna lose this game, but just jack some shots. And just have him. I mean,
if you're playing just Luka, you got a really good chance of winning. If you're playing just Kyrie, you got a really good chance of winning.
They're so bad.
You play them both, you suck.
Yeah, they're so bad right now. You have a couple of betas out there that, you know, they're just trying to hand the ball off and whatnot. Yeah, old school. I've been chatting on all the other outlets, FB and Twitch. Yo, okay, nice, good job, Marty. Marty's all over the place.
And then Cuban, he snaps back. He's like, yeah, I'll pay your $750,000 fine, and I'm going to match it and donate another $750,000 to charity. Yeah, you are, because you want the tax break, bro.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Yeah, and here's the thing. You were going to donate that money anyways. You're donating X millions of dollars every freaking year to charity for tax breaks, so you don't have to pay taxes. That's just what they do, right?
So
he's
still cutting a check for.
I don't have a problem with it. But here's what you're doing. You're saying, you know what? Yeah, no, fine me. That's cool. I don't agree with it, but I'm just going to go ahead and match this for charity. Now you're trying to deflect.
Looking for a fun way to win 25 times your money this football and basketball season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projection for a wide variety of stats, and place your entry. It's as easy as that. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps. Easy gameplay, quick withdrawals, and injury insurance on your picks are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Ready to test your skills? Join the Prize Picks community of more than 7 million players who have already signed up. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/play100 and use code PLAY100. That's code PLAY100 at prizepicks.com/play100 for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this football season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projection for a wide variety of statistics, and place your entry. It's as easy as that. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps. Easy gameplay, quick withdrawals, and an enormous selection of players and stat options are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Ready to test your skills? Join the Prize Picks community of more than 7 million football fans who have already signed up. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/get100 and use code GET100. That's code GET100 at prizepicks.com/get100 for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
From what you were trying to do, which was just awful. Like, if you're a fan of if you're a Mavs fan, you should be pissed. You should be pissed right now because you had a chance to make the play. You want your team, if your team has a chance to make the playoffs, you want them in.
I've asked this question to many people. Football, basketball, baseball. I'm like, all right, here's the thing. It's like, do you want your team to make the playoffs? Even though they're going to get crushed. Like, they're not going to make it out of the round. They might not even win a game. But do you want your team just to be, oh, we made the playoffs? So you get, all right, let me ask you this question. Like the Tigers, the Lions, you know, I don't know how, but maybe the Red Wings,
this whole thing next
the
year.
Red Wings, any of those teams, if you get a chance for them to make the playoffs, you want them to do it but even though you get crushed, you get ran out, you get just goose egged, right?
Look,
do you want your team in the playoffs? I'm asking you.
If my team is a bubble team,
mm-hmm.
and we're here in the last couple weeks of the season, and you have the chance to make the playoffs, I want you to push and I want you to make the playoffs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Earl Stud, what do you to?
But if my team's bad, like you look at what the Tigers have been doing, look at what the Pistons and what the Red Wings have been doing. They're rebuilding with young players. And we're just not that good, right? but we're working on rebuilding, teaching these guys how to
That was
win.
a question about if you can make the playoffs, you want them in the playoffs. Not about what, I don't want a GM excuse about why you're not in the playoffs. I think the Mavs are going to get run anyways. It didn't matter. Let's see. Hold on.
The question is more geared towards like with the Mavs. Like if I was a Mavs fan, I would be pissed because we could have made the playoffs. You benched our best players and tanked to not make the playoffs so that you have a 1 in 62 chance of getting the number 1 pick.
I mean, they're not going anywhere, so I don't care if they make the playoffs. They're not going to win.
Hey, the Mavs weren't expected to do crap in the playoffs last year, and they made it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
They weren't a high-ranked team you year, but then you get in the playoffs and you make some noise.
L Stud, he doesn't like people to donate money to charity. Everybody knows that about Alan, and it's definitely not out of the kindness of their heart. I saw that Dave didn't sip a drink. What are you talking about? Oh, we got to take a drink? No, I've been sipping the drinks. Yeah, almost.
Take a sip.
Yeah,
hey,
cheers.
Lock it in. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers to everybody out there listening right now. Yeah, I'm almost done. But yeah, this has been great. The last thing I want to talk about. Oh, the capital B, the B of the night. We need to have like an intro song for something like this.
Are we talking about that bitch Carol Baskins again?
Oh God, no. So
no, it's Rose. There was room on that fucking door.
Westbrook, fucking bitch Westbrook. That guy will get anyone tossed. Did you hear E40 got thrown out of a game and he claims he's on racial bias? I was like, man, that's crazy. I was like, E40? So Westbrook got chunked out of a game. Or no, excuse me. Westbrook walked into a suite, like a hospitality suite, where a guy is sitting there eating with his kid. There's a child sitting there with a pizza, and then Westbrook come in with a crop top on, holding his wiener, going, "Hey, better watch your mouth." And then the guy stood up, and then Westbrook takes like 3 steps back. I'm like, I thought you were like, I know you're not tough. I know you're just all jaw. You're all jaw. This guy just talks. So I took a screenshot. Look, homeboy just sitting there trying to eat his pizza. The dad already shot up with he's just sitting there. And there's Westbrook. Hey, when the guy steps up, Westbrook steps back. Yeah, Westbrook's got a hold of his wiener for some weird reason. Like, I don't know what's going on with this guy.
Whoa. Go back to that picture.
Yeah.
Is he protecting it from the other guy?
No. He's holding on to it the whole time.
That other guy has got his hand right there.
No, he had a hold of it the whole time. I could probably find the video. I don't. You know what? I'm not doing it.
So Westbrook is just awful, right?
Yeah.
He's not built for big market teams. He wasn't built for the Lakers. He's built for OKC, Washington, Houston, the Clippers, right? Because the media doesn't care. The fans don't care there.
We get a scrum in Dallas. 2-1. Boys are fighting.
What I thought was hilarious was the Clippers won yesterday, right? And throughout the whole game, Westbrook was trash. I think he shot like 2 of 19, right? But the headline was Westbrook endures bad 2 of 19 game to lead Clippers to a win because he hit a big shot at the end.
These freaking Westbrook fans are just as loony as the people that heckle him.
This is ESPN. Yeah. ESPN.
They sit there and like, but I'm saying you catch them in the comments, you ever say anything bad about Westbrook, they're like, but he had 2 key blocks and, he hit the game. I'm like, hey, dude, no one cares. Like, no one cares but you. Like, no one cares.
The crazy thing, and I kind of wanted to talk about this, as it's been such a huge fall off for Westbrook. Like, Westbrook used to be a phenomenal player. Dude went a whole season, maybe 2, averaging a triple-double, right? Was dragging those OKC teams to the playoffs, back, after, Harden and Durant left him, and it was just him and the freaking Steven Adams, and Kendrick Perkins and things like that. Just dragging those guys to the playoffs, making them entertaining teams, viable teams that could have done something, right? But then he just fell off the face of the map, like just gone, just like that.
He got crazy.
He's a liability. Like,
yeah.
This dude has been trash for like 4 years now. Like, not good at all.
Just loony. I'm telling you, it's all a mental thing with him. Like, he's nuts.
Just trash. He's just bad. All the other crap aside, just a bad player. Just not good. Like, you don't want him.
Yeah.
On your team. Like, LeBron got him. He's like, yeah, come on over Westbrook. Let's do some stuff here. And then he got there and he was just trashing. LeBron was like, yo, get this motherfucker off this team.
Oh,
this
Jesus.
dude sucks. Don't put him in. Like, there for the longest time, he didn't play in the fourth quarter with the Lakers because he was so bad. And that was on a bad Lakers team last year.
All right, you ready?
They were like, nah,
I'm going to show you this video real quick.
All right.
If it works. We'll see if it works.
Okay.
Can you see the screen? Oh, let me.
I see it down there.
Yeah, let me add it. There we go.
Watch him out. Take it like a man. Watch him out. Watch him out. Let it go. Take it like that. Watch him out. That's the man. Westbrook. Talk about it. Be about it. Westbrook.
Dude, there's no bigger bitch than him. Like, he's like talking to this little fucking guy that's in like the hospitality suite. You know, he walks in there during halftime. And there's a kid there just like, I'm just trying to eat pizza, and I got this guy. Watch your mouth, motherfucker. It's like, oh my God. Like,
do you want a attendee, Mr. Westbrook?
Yeah, like, dude, he should have like jumped up, like got to hop off the couch and like a big ass Superman punch just laid his ass out. Because the guy was sitting there like the extended version of it. The guy's just sitting there, and here comes Nut Farm into the house or into the suite, and you're like, what? And then all of a sudden he shoots up. I'm like, yeah, F it, man. Like, you get a chance to brawl with one of these fucking people, I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to, hey, let's spin the wheel. Let's see listen, you got cardio over me by 1.5 miles. Like, I'm old. some old F. But I'm gonna have some fun.
You've been off the streets for a long time, bro, and I'm still on the streets. hey, you might knock me out and beat the crap out of me, but I'm taking one of those testicles.
I'm taking an ear, an eye, or a ball. I'm getting one or the other.
I'm leaving with something as a trophy. You don't get that crap back. I'm going to turn your left testicle into a keychain, bro.
They're all
just deal with it.
You know, you watch some of these guys, and they all have, like, there's a lot of mental issues too, and they're like sitting there just jawing. Now, listen, I understand that the crowd is out of control these days. The people that have floor seats are just absolute extra jawy, but
it's not like it. You say people are out of control now, right?
But Pavelski's like shook. They're having to carry him off.
They're not out of control because back in the 80s,
it's tough to watch.
You had guys just sitting there just cussing them out, dog cussing them.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Larry Bird, you can suck. And you know what Larry did? He went and dropped 60 on your fucking team and walked by and said, "What you got now, bro?"
They're so soft.
What you got now?
They're so soft.
But people are sorry. And here's my other thing. And I want to talk about this because we're talking about basketball. We're talking about sorry people. And I'm not talking about a player. I'm talking, and I'm not even necessarily even talking about fans. I'm talking about these internet douchebags out there where you had DeMar DeRozan. His daughter was at the game. And during the game.
Game one, right? Or the play-in game or whatever.
Yeah. And she is, when I can't remember who they were playing, but they're shooting free throws.
The Heat.
And they're playing the Heat. And she's yelling as they're shooting free throws.
Just like everybody else.
She gets attention because her dad's on the Bulls playing against the Heat. And she's getting the attention because, she's a player's kid. And she's doing what everybody else in that damn arena is doing. She's not the only person yelling and screaming at the top of their lungs. Everybody behind that goal is yelling, screaming. For years with the Mavs, I don't know if they still do it. Every seat behind the goal, you got those bricks that you're waving, right? The bricks, the thunder sticks, all that crap. But these sorry people on the internet are commenting and talking crap about this 9-year-old. She's 9. Talking crap about her, threatening her to the point to where they had to escort her out of the arena for her safety. Get over it.
Adults are so fucking weird.
Like
they're
are
so
you
lame.
serious?
They're
You
so
got to
lame.
threaten a 9-year-old because she's yelling with everybody else around her. But they got a special camera on her because, hey, DeMar DeRozan's daughter's she's not at school. She's got school early the next morning, and you got people writing, sending, posting tweets and things like that, like, hey, please excuse DeMar DeRozan's daughter from school, but all of this. But then you got these sorry SOBs out there threatening a 9-year-old and threatening to kick the living crap out of her because she's yelling while your fragile ass team is bricking free throw after free throw after free throw. Make the damn free throws. How about that? She's not the only person yelling and screaming. There's a whole freaking stadium full of them.
I don't get how you can make threats and then like nothing happened to you. You can just talk as much shit as you want on the internet. Like it's like
because they're using it's Heat fan for life, and his picture is a picture of freaking Dwayne Wade.
Oh, gotcha.
Right? It's not someone who. It's not like my personal page, right? Where it's a picture of me and all that. No, Heat fan for life 69.
Some burner account
with a freaking picture of Dwayne Wade or Chris Bosh or LeBron James from back in the day on there, and they're like, this kid, I'll beat the crap out of this kid. Really?
What a bunch of weirdos.
Cletus in the house, whiskey.
Yeah, what a bunch of weirdos. And I think, most of them people, like, they're kids themselves. Like, I think they're juveniles. They're not, like, adults. Yes. But even though, like, you have some adults that are just absolute lunatics, I told Lizzie the other day, or last night or whatever, I was like, I don't even know why I'm watching this. Like, Sunday, I think it was on all day. I was like, I'm just going to have it on, and I'm going to take a nap and kind of hang out. And I've been sick, and so it's like, I don't even know why I watch the NBA. I hate the NBA. I don't even like it. Why am I saying that's weird? That's weird. Yeah, we're about to check out of here. We got a couple more minutes here just to kind of finish up talking about NBA, and then we want to talk about the WNBA league that we created for. Is it on ESPN, Alan? It's on ESPN.
ESPN.
Yeah.
Marty, real quick. We all in the old school league squad. Appreciate you, Dave. We hope to see you in the next league playing.
Probably not.
Weird.
I fired up Fortnite today for the first time in like a month. I'm like a level, because when I dropped in, it says, congratulations, you've played 6 games. The season started like a month or so ago. I'm like, I hate Fortnite. And so I go in there, I'm like, let me just play Rumble. And I'm just getting like waxed. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Looking around, I'm like, nah, I'm done. I played 1 game and I just closed it out. I damn near deleted it. I'm like, God. I was like, it's just not for me. It's just not for me anymore. So that's something I do, and I don't stream anymore. I don't really do a whole lot, other than all the other BS I got going on. So, but yeah, for that WNBA league, we're looking to fill up 10. Is it 10 or 12 spots?
10 spots total. I think we have half filled up.
Okay.
5 or 6, because Henson has a buddy that he wanted to play in the league. Said, hey, I've got someone that I want to play in here. He's always bashing female sports, and I want him to join. Can I send him the invite? I said, yes, do it.
Nice.
But we're actually going to post, because, again, with this stuff, we first posted the link in our Patreon, which is still there. So if you're a member of the Patreon, go there and you can join it. Yeah. We're going to post the link tonight or tomorrow in our Discord. So if you're not part of our Discord, join it. We want to bring in people that watch the show, support the show. There's the Patreon link. Are you going to post the Discord link too?
I don't have it. I'm never in Discord.
It's right there.
Oh,
right there.
I put exclamation mark Discord.
Nightbond, yeah. So there's the Discord. If you want to join the Discord, we're going to post the link in there tonight or tomorrow. And then as we get closer to it, we will throw it out there for everybody just to fill it. But
nice. Real nice.
The draft's probably going to be next week or the week after, because the league starts up at the beginning of May. So
nice. Looking forward to that. We have the NFL draft coming up in 10 days, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's 4/27.
Yeah, I think it's 10, yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah. Man. Can't wait.
I love it. Where are you going to watch the draft? Are you going to be at the house?
Yeah, probably be at the house.
Yeah. I usually go to Buffalo Wild Wings for some weird reason. If I'm not actually at the physical draft, or if I'm not doing the live video here, we end up at Buffalo Wild Wings for some reason, just kind of hanging out and just having some beers. I will be the same. I've started playing on my PS4, and I have no idea what I'm doing. It happens. Yeah, no, I have just zero interest. I fired it up today because I was kind of tired of playing Rocket League, and I'm like, well, let me see what Fortnite is. I played for like 5 seconds ago. Yeah, I'm just not about that life.
I want to go to the draft next year, because the draft next year in 2024 is in Detroit. So that's definitely on my list of things to do. I want to go to the draft next year. Hopefully we can go out there, make an event of it, just have some fun. Hell, if we're gonna travel out of town to go to the draft, I'm all in for going Friday, Saturday, or Thursday, because they do start Thursday now, right?
Thursday, yeah.
So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's go 3 days. Let's go have some fun. Maybe cause a little trouble. I don't know, man. We'll see.
There you go. Run us out of here. I'm gonna hit the music.
Hit the music. But hey, guys, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Drinking whiskey tonight. It's pretty damn good.
Not bad.
Pretty damn good.
Basil Hayden's going on pretty
cheers. Good. Cheers. Mazel, good things. We'll talk to you guys later. As always, I'm Alan.
Rabbit Dave.
Talk to you guys later. Deuces.
Thanks for listening to Strikeout Beer.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this basketball season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projection for a wide variety of stats, and place your entry. It's as easy as that. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps. Easy gameplay, quick withdrawals, and injury insurance on your picks are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Ready to test your skills? Join the Prize Picks community of more than 7 million players who have already signed up. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/get100 and use code GET100. That's code GET100 at prizepicks.com/get100. For a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.